Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Hot Topic Conversations, Domestic Violence Education for Adult Males. I am so happy to be here with everyone this afternoon. Today's exciting. Today was a lot of work, as it always is, but the guys were all up for it. Today's conversations obviously are stemming around the topics that are going on today and high-profile cases, but also probably in your living rooms, probably at the dinner table, probably at work with your friends, because there's high profile cases going on. We should never focus too much on those high profile cases. We should do self inventory of our own lives and our own household. It's nice that the high profile cases brings attention to things, but this is going on in people's everyday lives that are in the spotlight. So let's get at it. Let's talk about it. Gaslighting, manipulation, and mind games were the topics today. Not only because they're going on in the world, but they also are part of the domestic violence curriculum. And they're a huge part of domestic violence behaviors. So let's talk about gaslighting. In a clinical terminology, we discuss gaslighting, or we say gaslighting is psychological manipulation. When someone makes another person question their perception of reality, question their sanity, question whether or not they recall their memory correctly. They try to flip the script and they deny, they lie, they say that that person is exaggerating, that that person is irrational, that they're crazy, that the events never happen, and that they just don't make sense. And when you do that enough in a relationship over and over again, that person on the receiving end that's considered the victim in intimate partners, whether it's same sex or heterosexual relationships, they start to buy into that and they believe that. Whether the partner reached or touched a part of that person's vulnerabilities, such as insecurity and fears, and prey upon that, that person becomes that. And I always tell guys, listen, when you can break someone's spirit, you have the ultimate power and control over that person. And then on the receiving end of that, victims, they are so broken down and they are so weak that they start moving as if they were that person that their perpetrator basically said that they are. Be mindful of that. Be careful. Be on the lookout of that. Mind games, listen, I call it power and head games, because it's about receiving the power to get into your head to take that control. Mind games, power games, head games, it's clear doubt. You want that person to doubt every single thing about their very existence. Confusion, a sense of vulnerability, questioning their worthiness, intelligence, twisting their words. Things like, I didn't say that. Did you hear me say that? Oh my God, you must be making that up. That's not what I meant. That's not true. That wasn't accurate. Maybe you should rethink that. Are you sure it went down like that? I didn't see it like that. I think you're crazy. These are the things that happen. These are the behaviors that take place. These are also the behaviors that really get to a point where a person starts to live as though they are the worst person in the world and that they are the most broken person in the world. And before you know it, you don't even recognize yourself anymore. So let's be careful. Let's understand gaslighting. Let's understand manipulation and mind games. Let's fix that. Let's become empowered, and let's be happy and healthy. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll be back next week with more hot topic conversations.